To your point earlier, Clark, in the passing lanes.
Got his teeth knocked out in the Big Ten championship game against
Marinye. Scores!
You want opportunities on the offensive end, you got to muck it up. Sticks in the passing lane. You got to sell out.
Matthews skips it. Nice job defensively by Tyler Buckner, quarterback on the football team, but then Ohio State gets it back. Here's O'Leary. Good feed inside. Saved by Richard Delly.
I didn't like that shot by Marinier. I thought he was kind of shooting off his back foot.
Haas.
Look at the feet. Watch the feet on two.
On the bigger Buckner. Hits the...
He's so two-handed that you have to respect him going up. Left-hand goal line extended. He gets Buckner to bite. They find a short stick matchup. You want to pull on two and white every time, but Ohio State in the...
Here's face on. Let's see how Notre Dame responds here in the final minute of the first quarter. Boost and kill. Let's get it up top to Angrick. Swing it to the far side to McLean. And a nice outlet to Gallagher. He's going to try to shutter shoot at the goal in the final seconds. Faceoff will get credit for the save. Man. Ari Allen from Atlanta, Georgia. There's another one. Not a traditional lacrosse hotbed, but it's becoming one.
Terrific.
Coach Myers said the first call he made when recruiting was open was to call Liam White. Gonna get a flag here, first of the day.
I think that's gonna be
Gallagher. Sheeran in the game, 10 and White. Good pass inside, and it ends up being in the back of the net. Garrett Haas.
Have to press out to 5 and White because he hammers the ball, and then you overcompensate, and the backside is wide open. And Garrett Haas is Johnny on the spot with a brilliant pass by Griffin Turner. Those are back-breaking type passes, the through pass to the backside. If you connect, you're on the doorstep for a one-on-one. The midfielders have to make their presence felt in this game if Notre Dame has a shot. It can't be all Kavanaugh.
It's a midfield with a lot of experience, Clark. You think about the two national championship years for Notre Dame, they would play 9 midfield. Kavanaugh wants to take advantage. He immediately flies through the air. All kinds of contact in the crease. Looks like everybody's up.
Faceoff comes out to meet him, so the contact's actually out of the goal mouth, that semicircle. If he was to make contact with the goal...
The goaltender for the Irish, he's a specialist. There he is! That's exactly what he does on the doorstep. They always seem to find 0 and blue. And a goal on the season.
Way to nail it, Cotter. You're seeing it. Chris Kavanaugh, the distributor here, gets the defense thinking with that prior ball reversal before.
Bounce shot way too high. It'll stay with the Irish. 33 to shoot. Inside. Beautiful ball movement finished by Jake Taylor.
Coached the Pioneers to a national championship in 2015. He's the last guy you want to give that much room to. Cotter, he's automatic from this spot. 7th nationally at shooting percentage at 48%. Taylor rarely gets
underneath his defender. Jump shot to Faceoff. Stops him.
You see how he just owns the pipe and the low angle shooting? It's so hard to get a shot like that past the Big Tasty. 6'2", 290.
He's helped Ohio State win a couple of rock fight games. You think about like 7-5. Oh, what a save by Richard Telly, though. Matching him on the far side. He's got 4 saves, and that was a beaut. Kavanaugh thought he might let that one rip. Instead, he comes back up topside and beats Fayak.
Ouch! The spin does one of a couple things for Chris Kavanaugh. Frees up his hands from Bobby Van Buren, but it's like a catapult shot out of a cannon with the velocity on that.
Goal before the break. First shot of the game, first goal of the game for Kavanaugh. Angler coming upfield, good look inside, just try to get the one-timer. This is interesting here. Can Kavanaugh take advantage? In front, boosting kill, stopped by Fayak. Ride though in front, and McLean beats Fayak. Is that not quintessential Kavanaugh?
Moments in the month of May, it's ride. Get after the defense when they're trying to clear. And look at the shot location. This is a great finish by McLean, who not only fakes high and shoots low.
Donovan will check him on the run here, shooting right into the stick of Richard Daly. We're going quickly the other way with Reinhardt. Pick. Hits the outside of the cage, but Kavanaugh gets it back.
They're really good in the pick game, and they're able to free Kavanaugh up.
Oh, what a move, and unbelievable.
Typically doesn't stay on the offensive frame. But why does he do it this time? Because he has a freshman offensive midfielder in Liam White, trapped and caught. So Notre Dame feels more confident in Ramsey's offensive skill and his overall ability to get a shot off than sub.
Now he's got Van Buren hung up. This is where 16 and 13 are so dangerous for the Irish. To shoot for Fisher Finley. McLean finding Kavanaugh inside.
Just goes behind his back right there. He sees the back of the helmet of Van Buren, and it's go time. And credit McLean, who was an ex-attackman when he was at Brown before he transferred to Notre Dame.
Draws a lot of attention though when Brown slides to him. Face on now on Langermeyer. Slide comes to him. Bounce passes it going here. Haas. Back to Turner. Up top, Marinier. He scores!
Maybe to counter defensively, but this is the staple of Ohio State in 2025. Quick wrist passing by Garrett House, and absolute flamethrowers by Alex Marinier. This is the giddy-up I was talking about. In the first quarter, we saw one shot by Marinier where he kind of was...
Kavanaugh looking for a pick. Now rolls back with his right down the alley to Angrick at X. Here's face on. Ball deflected, but gets the boost and kill.
One of the top defenders in the country.
McKenna skips it. Marinier scores! From way outside, the hat trick for Marinier. How did Richard Daly just not see that?
You think desperation, right? With 2 seconds left on the shot clock. If anyone's going to shoot the ball.
Miller. Oh! Yes, it goes in! I don't even know how to describe that shot.
What I love so much about this goal is how he finds the space and then counters with the unthinkable. The roll into a backhand twister. What in the world? Is always finding space, giving Dodgers room, but also just playing mind games with the slide packages of the defender inside. You got to slide and deal with him.
Finley tried to feed it inside to McLean, picked up by Brown. Not this 3-goal lead. That That time Angrick inside, he couldn't handle the pass. They're moving personnel around. Normally that's 13, Taylor inside. This time it was Angrick. Here comes McLean. Fayak has to goose it to a teammate. Angrick scores!
To play it. And then Kavanaugh jumps him. And when the ball's on the ground, he gooses it out. This is incredible. Sells out, and then that little goose just gets the ball right into Angrick's stick. This is... He's hurt.
Yes. You can see him over the crease. You heard that pop from up here.
He's in...
Miller doesn't want to wait for the call. Fayak makes the save. Picked up, shot wide. Taylor, this is a dangerous situation here. Taylor in the middle of the field. That's easy money. Here's Taylor. Pass inside. Boosting kill. There's an assist from Taylor.
It's passing. Just doesn't get the opportunity a ton. That is a beauty of a dime right there to Max Busenkill. Starts with Kavanaugh getting the Ohio State defense.
White back to the middle of the field. He's got Ramsey on him, but he gets free. Richard Deli. Just too good today. You see it.
It's an impressive unit. 6 nationally in goals against. Got the pieces too. Wow, that is Haas.
Irish tried to strike quickly. A lot. Donovan looking for somebody in front. Finds him. Scores! It's Reinhardt.
In 2023 and 2024, back-to-back, Will Donovan was one of their best players in transition, making plays like this, and then the payoff is the freshman short stick defender, Chris Reinhardt, who's an offensive player in high school. He gets switched to the short stick spot as a defender this year, but you see his awareness around the cage and not to shoot high on Caleb Fayak. Make that so you win the Big Ten regular season and the conference tournament. And this is what you're rewarded with. A first-round game against the 2-time defending champs. Like, should have this been the matchup after such a successful season? A lot of people's name. Who would you rather have?
Right.
And Colgate's a good team. But this is the 2-time defending champs. And this is what you're rewarded with.
Gets it to Marinier. He shoots and scores with a twister.
Played with a pole, came to Ohio State as a defender, played defense his first 2 years, and Alex Marinier has become a lethal scorer. We know about him from deep in range. That's his calling card. This time he shows you the inside game with a little 2023. They've got some explosive offensive players. Big Ten Offensive Player of the Year, and Matt Trainer.
She and
First-round draft pick.
Yeah. Penn State is kind of like, you kind of look at Penn State and Georgetown similarly, though. Angrick, good spin move to the middle. The pass, face on, scores. You and I did a game earlier this year, Clark, and Notre Dame was struggling, but then they had a run, and you said when they figure it out, man, did they figure it out, and they figured it out here today in Columbus.
When they're at their best, you know and feel they can compete and beat anyone. It's all about balanced scoring. Multiple players coming to the party. 5. Wow.
Paint that corner, Cav. And that puts a button on it. Wow. Behrman from deep.
Behrman. It's a laser. So much for killing the clock. He just launches this from deep. But Cotter, I was talking about like the looking ahead to Penn State and to Notre Dame next week. One matchup that I'm